Setting yourself up for failure and giving something your honest effort and failing are not the same thing. So if you are afraid of failure, something that you might try doing is you're going to set yourself up to fail. So no matter what you try, no matter what endeavor, no matter how big or small it is, you're always going to set yourself up to fail. So you can always say, it's not your fault. It was going to happen anyways. You were going to fail. It's not your fault. That is not the same thing as giving something your honest effort and then failing at it. Giving something your honest effort and failing at it is what builds up your resistance to failure. It's what builds up your resistance to the things in life that are going to happen to you. That's not a question. Stuff in life will happen to you that is going to be awful in varying degrees. And whether or not you're resilient or not is going to dictate how you bounce back from that. But that comes from giving something your honest effort and then failing. You do that over and over and over again. And ultimately, you build up a tolerance to it. So where something that might have knocked you down for weeks or months before, only knocking you down for a few days. But that is different than setting yourself up for failure every single time you want to try accomplish something, just so you can say, it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. That does not build up your tolerance to failure. That just tells you that nothing's ever your fault. So you don't have to try. And this is going to have consequences throughout the rest of your life. You're never going to build up that tolerance to failure. You're never going to build up that tolerance to hardship. You're never going to be resilient unless you give something your honest effort and fail. There is nothing to be ashamed of when it comes to giving something your honest effort and failing. You're going to build up resistance. It's going to make you a stronger person. If you want to stay weak for the rest of your life, if you want to pass the buck and never take responsibility for things that happen and never move past the beginning phase of life, setting yourself up for failure all the time, that's going to get you that reality. So it is okay to fail. It builds you up for the rest of your life to be more resilient to failure, and you'll be able to handle life a lot better.